Hi, my name's Steve and welcome to the Seaside Allotment channel. And I'm on the plot today for quite a few hours, and that's unusual for me now because in summer basically I'm just here first thing in the morning and last thing at night, and I'm out on my bike and doing whatever during the day. And yeah, I've got to say it really is nice to be here for an extended period of time. Anyway, today I'm clearing beds and planting carrots and doing a bit of weeding, and yeah, I'll show you what I'm up to later. I just noticed that the tassels are out on the polytunnel sweet corn, so it won't be long before we're covered in pollen. The early outdoor sweet corn, it's looking pretty good too. Actually, the tassels are out on that one too. Much smaller plants, but we don't really mind about that. It's not the size of the plants that matters, is it? It's the size of the cobs. So this is my next carrot bed. I've got 5. I've got that one, which is nearly ready, that one, which will be ready in late summer, this one, which will be ready in autumn, this one, which will be ready in early winter, and this one, which will be ready in late winter. So a nice collection of carrots. Anyway, to get that bed cleared. So I really like sowing carrots in beds that have previously had cabbage. The beds have been well fertilised for the cabbage, and the cabbage has taken a lot of the nutrients out, but it's still enough left there for the carrots. I will just add in some seaweed meal, and I like to pull the roots right out. Normally I just twist the roots out or just cut them, cut the cabbages here, leave the roots in to rot down. That's okay if you're planting squash or something like that, but if you're planting carrots you want the roots right out. And it works really nicely because as you're pulling all this out, you're really loosening the soil up nicely, which is what carrots want. So I've dug a hole in the hope that you can see what the soil's like here. Very loose and sandy. And this is perfect for carrots. So a lot of people go to enormous trouble to build incredible structures to grow their carrots in, or grow them in containers and all of that. Well, you know, for my main crop, I just grow in the ground. I do grow in containers as well, but that's only just a couple of containers just to see us through the kind of March-April period, when it's difficult to have carrots in the ground because they start to regrow again, or you need the ground for something else. So we just generally have a couple of containers just for that period, until in May time we start with our new season carrots again. So this is the seaweed meal that I use for my carrots, and there's nothing necessarily to recommend this particular seaweed meal. I just like it because I really like quick crops videos when I was getting started in gardening, so I'm kind of just paying them back for all those excellent videos. So when I dug that test hole down about 9 or 10 inches, it was actually really dry down deep, which is not what you want for carrots. So the top 2 inches were reasonably moist, but it just got progressively drier as I went down. And that just reflects the fact we just haven't had rain for 10 weeks or so. So I put 8 watering cans of water on that square metre, so that's 80 millimetres, about 3 inches, and hopefully that's enough to get down deep where the carrots want to go. Anyway, that compost is really nice, but it's full of weed seeds, and so I'm going to put this spent potato compost on top, which is much closer to sterile, because basically I want a sterile seed bed for the carrots to grow in. So I am a massive fan of bed prep because basically that's I only really touch the beds ideally when I'm sowing or planting, and when I'm harvesting I really don't have much time to do anything else. So I really like to do good bed prep, and I normally mulch with this spent mushroom compost. It's really rough stuff, but it's a really fantastic mulch because I favour the kind of no-till, no-dig American system. But in this case, you need a fine seed bed for carrots, so the spent potato compost serves that purpose on all of the carrot beds. So we just grow enough potatoes in containers on the allotment to do all the carrot beds. Multi-purpose system. Now, because we're late in the year now for planting carrots, I'm going to use the broad drill system. So rather than just planting a single row, I'm going to sow quite densely in these broader drills, and that means it's a lot easier for me to thin them out, and if I get poor germination I've got enough seeds in there for a full crop, and I think I can actually get more carrots in as well using this broad drill system. These are actually pelleted seeds from moles, so they're a bit easier to work with, and Stromboli is a carrot that stands well in the ground, so it's a good one for early winter. So if you've ever planted carrot seeds before, which I'm sure you have, you'll see that these pelleted seeds do make it a lot easier. So I hope you can see these tiny seeds, and if these were in a single straight line this would be really high density planting, but and really difficult to thin out. But spread like this in a drill, there's absolutely plenty of room, and it makes it really easy to thin them then. So anyway, that's the theory. And of course, if there's just maybe 30% lower germination, then there'll be plenty of seeds here without any thinning as well, and all nicely spaced out. So there are very few tricks really to sowing carrots, but one of them is make sure you don't have any slugs, because just one slug can eat a lot of carrot tops in a night. So we're going to get rid of that one. And the other one is keep the ground moist. Now we normally put some Hessian over the top, but it's going to rain every other day, so for the next week, so we probably won't bother with that, but yeah, it's essential to keep the ground nice and moist until you see the carrots germinated, then it's fine. So I hope you like this quick video. My name's Steve, this is the Seaside Allotment channel, and I'll see you soon.